Business, Nompulu Comedy, and she's going to be telling us a little bit more about the work. So, good afternoon. How are you today?
Hello, how are you? It's Nompilo.
Nompilo, sorry, I do apologize. I am good, and yourself?
I'm happy to be a part of your show today. Thank you so much for having me.
And it's only a pleasure to be speaking to you. So if you can just give us a little bit or provide us some background about Women in Business, how it got established, and what the mission plan is.
Women in Business was established in 2005 by the lady by the name of Ali Engelberg in the Midlands. So Ali felt the need that the women don't get together and network and share ideas. So she founded Women in Business at 4 June in 2005. And today, actually this year, we're celebrating 18 years. So over the years, it has grown. So I started last year to be the CEO of Women in Business, but it empowers a lot of women, gives them information, helps them with funding, helps them with opportunities to actually be able to grow their businesses. It's both women, entrepreneurial women in corporate, and also women who are doing business full time.
So if we do speak about empowerment per se, if you can maybe describe the key factors or tell us a little bit more about the programs or projects that you are involved with in upskilling and providing the necessary skill sets to these women to create the sustainability or sustainable livelihood for themselves.
Yes, so what we have as our signature events is coffee and conversations. So on the second Thursday of every month, we have a coffee and conversation for all our members. Actually, people who are not even our members are invited to join every second Thursday of the month on Zoom from 6 to 7. We invite someone who's going to empower us in a different area. Like last week Thursday, we actually had someone who was teaching us about how to reach your target market. So that helps you as an entrepreneur in terms of how you advertise. How do you see if someone is actually the right person as a customer? And number two, we also have monthly building a powerhouse meetings that we hold live in our city where we are based. We are based in Maritzburg. So we have those building a powerhouse meetings every third week of the month, every third Saturday. We also have an upcoming exciting event this coming weekend. It's a leadership boot camp. It's actually a first of its kind. It's going to be held at Overstone Cottages in Wartburg. So there we'll have different speakers empowering us on leadership, because we believe that whether you are leading in corporate or you're leading in your business or you're leading in your home, you need someone who's going to teach you about how to lead better. So that's what we're going to be doing this weekend. And I'd like to invite everyone that is interested to sign up and join us for this leadership bootcamp. Another exciting thing we do at Women in Business is the mentorship program. We've got 10 mentees and 10 ladies in business who have volunteered to mentor our young and upcoming entrepreneurs to actually grow in their chosen field. So we've got that mentorship running. The close or the graduation will be on the 25th of November, and we're looking forward to celebrating that because it's actually one of our key and biggest event for the year, because we believe in building one another. But otherwise, we also have a WhatsApp group where we share information. People are growing, they're getting funding, they're getting different opportunities they wouldn't have received if they were not part of Women in Business.
And then it sounds very interesting, and like you mentioned, there is the boot camp taking place this coming weekend that people can basically engage, and it is mostly just about having conversations, bouncing off ideas in order to start your own enterprise. But how do you handle diversity and inclusivity to ensure a wide range of perspective and experience to basically come together and be represented as a unit?
Well, I think I took over from a very dynamic lady who was able to accommodate everyone, Ali. So, from that point of knowing Ali, we believe that every member must be visible. As a member, you matter. You know, there's a lady in our last month's event. She came to me and she was offering, saying, Nompilo, I want to teach you everything that I know in my 65 years of experience. By the end of a women in business meeting she had not attended in a long time, she was like, Nompilo, you do not need any of my training, because you see people, you acknowledge people, you love people, you appreciate them for being there, and you make them feel that they matter. So I think as leaders, if we show people that you are visible, I see you, I hear you, and it doesn't matter what color you are, we all need one another. Actually embrace that diversity instead of making it to block us to be where we need to be. So we must embrace the diversity instead of letting it integrate us. So we've got different members of different backgrounds, and we are happy to work together. We actually sometimes even forget. I've got a friend of mine who's a member who's become a very close friend. She's a lady in Durban. She comes for all our events, and she's like, oh, Nopila, I even forgot that you are that skin color. And it doesn't really matter to me, because we don't see color, we see value, that everyone has got value to bring to the table.
Definitely. And Nampilo, very importantly also, like, what opportunities for networking is or has arisen, especially for people that are very shy, and let's say it is an individual that wants to establish their own business and so forth, but they don't have the business side or the business aspects of the business world. Do you basically do collaborations when it comes to that, in order for someone that's more comfortable doing the talking and so forth?
Yes. Oh, thank you so much. It's like, so I believe in this one thing, that everyone you'll ever know knows something that you don't. So we open up a space to learn from one another. So what I normally do when we start our meetings, and I believe it's very important, I give everyone an opportunity to introduce themselves. And as you said, some people are shy and they believe that they've got nothing to offer. But we always find there's always something interesting with everyone. So we open up the floor to people so that they can learn about others, but also we want to learn more about them. So I really believe that networking is important, and it helps us to get to know what we would not know if we did not network. We actually have a video when we were celebrating our birthday. One lady there who's a partner at a law firm at Josette was saying, yo, Nompilo, you've put me in the deep ends, because you've made me a speaker at events. And when I started in women business, I was shy, I was reserved, but you've made me come out of my shell to be my best self. And it's feedback like that that really keeps me going and makes me see that sky is the limit. As women, we can get to where we need to get to because of the support that we receive in Women in Business. So we believe in networking, and we do a lot of collaborations. We've got another event, a fashion exhibition coming up on the 30th of September. We've partnered with, we're collaborating with Donna Interna Fashion. They're a member of ours, and because people attending that event who are our members will be getting a discount at that event. So we really believe in collaborations, that we cannot do something alone. We need each other in order to win the bigger piece of the pie, especially as women in this day and age.
That truly sounds very, very amazing. And Mpilo, I can hear you are quite very busy as women in business. So what would you say are some of the challenges that you as women in business are faced with still up until today?
The challenges we have, to be honest, is funding for our businesses. Sometimes we try and do things, but we can only get to a certain point if we don't have the right kind of funds. Like, I know that we shouldn't expect government to do everything for us, but we're still finding it a challenge if we do not have big capital outlays. And so I think that's one main thing. Even for our events, like the leadership boot camp that's coming up, I would have liked for someone to at least sponsor maybe all our mentees to go on this camp, because I feel like it's really gonna be beneficial and it's gonna add value to our mentees. So finding those organizations that we can partner with in order for us to get the funding to send those mentees on a leadership bootcamp. And with our upcoming events, we'd like some people or some organizations who can sponsor us and say, we believe in what Women in Business is doing and we want to sponsor, we want to put the money so that this vision can grow. Because the membership fees are minimal, just to cover the Zoom, the emails, the websites and stuff, the basic stuff. So we still need more people to come to the party and partner with us so that we can grow even bigger.
Awesome stuff. So basically, and like you spoke about the mentor and the mentees. Like, how long is that relationship? Is it up until your business thrives, or how does the whole process work?
So the process of the mentor and the mentees, we normally give it 10 months in the year to grow. But if you still feel like there's a member that actually is part of the mentorship that has just given us feedback and said she didn't benefit much this year because she was still doing the coursework, can she continue with membership next year when she's practicing? And we said, for sure. So there's an opportunity for you to grow, for someone to hold your hand until you get to your desired destination. Because if you're still studying, yes, that person can help you with assignments and so forth. But when you're practicing, then you need that person to help you on how you market your business, and you need different skills. So that process it's not the same for everyone. It's different from person to person. Other mentees are now happy and now they're saying, wow, this mentorship program has helped me develop my business. I'm happy to run on my own now. I'll actually be happy to mentor someone in the future. So that's great. So they'll graduate, and that mentorship relationship will stop. But for others that still need help, they can tell us if they still want to stick with their mentor, or they want another mentor in the next year, and then we'll try put them together so that they can excel in their chosen fields and they can be the best version of themselves, and they'll get the benefit from our mentorship program. So it's as long as the person needs it.
Okay, understood. So we basically need more women venturing into leadership positions. So this is actually a great organization as Women in Business provides you with a skill set in order to leave your footprint as a woman, as it is still up until today is extremely difficult for women to climb the ladder, because there's a lot of stigmas that is still and discriminations that is still attached up until today. So where on social media can people get more information about the events and when there's a pop-up and the boot camps and everything that is taking place?
Yes, as you have said, thank you so much. As you have said, we need to grow our leadership skills. So on social media, we have a page on Instagram. It's Women in Business ZA. It ends with a ZA, and there's a logo with our logo, which is white and purple with the lady with the red lipstick. So if you follow us on Instagram, you will find more information about Women in Business and about what's coming up, and about all the events that we're holding. And then we also have a group on Facebook, which is Women in Business, also with the logo. And then we if anyone wants to be a member, they can also send me an email, ceo@womeninbusiness.org.za. And yeah, those are the ones. And then if we get all that information, then we'll add the person in our WhatsApp group, which is very interactive and gives you information about upcoming training, upcoming events, upcoming funding opportunities, upcoming mentorships, upcoming awards, because we like our members to shine in every area that they are in.
Awesome stuff. So it's quite easy to get hold of you. They just need to look for the woman with the lipstick. That is your brand, basically.
Yes.
So like you mentioned, you go by Women with you. Are there any additional words in closing you would like to leave us with?
Oh, okay. And then if they cannot find that Women in Business ZA, they can just go to my page on Instagram. I'm Nompilo. Yeah. I'm wearing a yellow shirt. And then the first thing on my bio is CEO at Women in Business. Then they can just click Women in Business and follow, and they will definitely get more information. And in closing, I'd just like to say to women out there, it is our time to shine. It is our time to do what I believe God has given us to do. And it's our time to live our passion. You know, sometimes you get qualified as an accountant. Like, I'm an accountant by profession and I've got my accounting business. But I've also got this passion of empowering women. And it's so amazing the fulfillment you get when you do what you called for. So do not ignore your passion. Go for your passion. It's there for a reason, and you will be fulfilled if you follow your passion. So looking forward to seeing most of the people who are interested to join us on the Leadership Bootcamp this coming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It will be a refreshing experience. So follow us on our social media and get all the information and register, and it's going to be great.
Beautiful stuff. Thank you very much, Nompilo, for taking the time to speak to us today and to tell us a little bit more about the great opportunities that you as women in business do have and provide to women to upskill themselves in order to create sustainable livelihoods for themselves. So in closing, have an awesome day and thank you very much for participating in our conversation.
Thank you so much for having me on Bush Radio. I really appreciate the opportunity just to share about women in business and how it can add value to a person, to a woman in business. Thank
Awesome
you.
Stuff, Eva. Awesome day.
Thank you so much.